Good afternoon, Andy Pedraza here with Special Effects Academy. Quick sound check. Is everybody hearing me okay?
Yes, I can hear you.
Thank you so much. Okay, thank you for joining. This is the end of the week 3 p.m. session on Friday, June 1st of 2018. It's not only end of the week, it's end of the trading month. We still consider this as being part of May, since the majority of the week was in the month of May. So I'll be closing out not just the week, but the month after the market closes today. This is going to be a little bit of a different end of week session because I still have open trades and I'm going to let them continue to stay open until right before market close. I will be closing them down. Right now, they are all at different levels of small loss. Anywhere between flat to 5 pips to 7 pips to 20 pips. They're all carrying a little bit of loss. You usually see some nice retraces in the market right in the last hour. So I'm going to leave them open and see if some of those actually come back. Sorry. And after that, I will update my deck and probably do a little quick recording to go over the deck. So we're not going to have the usual presentation in this session, but that will be happening sometime between today and tomorrow, and I will post that on YouTube. And of course, all of you have access to the ledger, which is kept updated. The link to that ledger is in every single email, and it is updated through right now, this very instant. The only thing missing are these numbers here. You will find that these trades are in the ledger. They show up as open. Well, that's because they're still open, and they will remain open for about another 2 hours. So that will be happening later. I can give you a little bit of an advanced peek as to what the week is going to look like. Obviously, I'm not going to look at the charts right now. That would be a little bit irrelevant, the market closing in a couple of hours. So really, this is the end of the week review. I just haven't finished doing it because I'm still open on several trades. So let me go into the ledger for the week. And again, you all have access to this document at any time. This is kept, it lives on the internet. And I will show you the trades for the week and the results as they are right now, with the caveat that 1, 2, 3, and 4 trades are still open, which I will close before end of market today. So not a stellar week. We gave back so far about 200 pips on a $5,000 account, which is our model. That would be combined for the closed trades, a loss of $334. This is normal. In fact, I've been quite surprised that I've been having such great weeks, and privately, I had been sort of hoping to have a bad one just to give people the discipline that you don't always win in the Forex week by week or even month to month, but you should be winning overall on the account for your year, and we are still happily profitable. Let me see the last numbers I had. And these numbers are going to change because these were temporary numbers for May, and that's going to change. It's probably going to drop down to half. But right now we're capturing for the fiscal year. Our fiscal starts in April. We're capturing about a 14 to 15% gain, which is pretty stellar in my book and probably everybody else's. I got a notification in one of the forums. Somebody posted that they made like 12,000 pips in the month of May. Yeah, right. The market hasn't moved that much. So the only way to make 12,000 pips, if you'd been trading with a computer, taking 2 to 5 pips at a time, nonstop, and that would have been on a demo account where you didn't have to pay commissions or swaps or spreads or anything else. That is just, I'm sorry, no. So anybody who posts results like that is just plain lying. They may be deluding themselves if they think that they can do that on a real account, that they're actually trading a demo, or I don't know what the scoop is, but here you'll get the real deal. So these are actual real numbers from real accounts. So this was the profit up to last week. So obviously we have to take out the loss for this week, but that gives you an idea of the performance of the account for the fiscal year so far. And of course, we'll continue sharing this as we go along. Let me make this standard. I don't know why that doesn't have a dollar sign. Things like this bug me because I have a little bit of OCD going on. So I want everything to be sort of like the model of perfection. Okay. Anyway, these results will change, as I said, once we close the account out for the week and the month today, and these will be presented in the video that I will post later with the results. So back to the ledger. As I said, not a stellar week. We started out relatively strong. We had 4 trades that actually added some profit to the week, even if overall it was pretty flat. But then the next 3 trades have wiped out a good chunk of equity, well, to the tune of 205 pips negative. So basically the 205 pips come from these last 3 trades that have been closed. Yeah, almost exactly. The sum of those 3 trades is 206 pips negative. So the loss is really here. The first 4 trades were reasonably flat. And that's about all I can say. We're carrying about another 35 pips of loss as we speak between the 4 open trades, and that's no guarantee as to how they will end. I will close them out when it's getting closer to 5 p.m. my time. But this is where the account stands right now. Again, full transparency. I'll always share with you guys everything that's happening with the account. So far we have opened 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 trades. We've opened 11 trades, of which 5 have been losers, 2 have been winners, for a 28.57% accuracy, or rather win ratio for the week. And we have 4 trades left to close. The growth as it stands is negative 6.7%, and we already covered the negative pips and negative dollars and this, that, and the other. So I will record the full session once the market closes and I have a little bit of time. I'll email that out. I'll put it up on YouTube. And of course, this ledger will be updated on the internet, and you can click on the link at any time and get the freshest copy. That's going to be pretty much it. Again, the lesson for this week is don't be afraid of losing if you're not taking these risks and putting 200 or 300 pips on the table. You cannot have the weeks where you make 300 or 500 pips or whatever it is that that you're targeting. So you have to risk in order to gain. Losing money is part of trading. You just don't want to lose too much money. And I think we've got that pretty much handled so far in our style of trading. The other thing I mentioned yesterday is that the market seems to be shifting into new patterns, which also explains why this week was so lackluster. So on the weekend, before I do my my start of the week session, I'm going to be taking a little bit of a deep dive on some of these pairs. And I may be swapping out trading systems, not on all of them, because the trading systems are working great on some of the pairs. But there are some pairs, specifically the Euro pairs, Euro crosses, that seem to be doing something slightly different, which is no longer giving me the good results in the system I've been using to trade. So I may be injecting a bit of a mixed system approach for next week and going forward. Haven't decided yet. I have to run my analysis on the weekend and make some sort of determination. But that is where we are right now. This session will also be posted, so likely we're going to end up having 2 end of the week sessions. Well, I'll see if I can combine it into a single video. But basically that would be it. That's going to be it for me in today's. I'm going to call this the first half of the session. We will have another one, as I said, after market close, but that one will not be broadcast. I'll just record it and put it up on YouTube. So that's it for me. I want to wish everybody a great weekend and happy trading for next week. It'll likely be a better week. I rarely have 2 bad weeks in a row, though it does happen, but usually the following week is a nice little recovery week. But anyway, that's it. Anybody have any comments or questions? Okay, then that being said, don't drop off just yet. Hang on one second.